I'm gonna ruin your childhood. In the show Blue's Clues, have you ever wondered why Steve talks to random objects all the time? Well, it's because Steve is a drug addict and is losing his grip on the real world. The child voices he hears in the background are actually people trying to help him get back to reality. Steve left the show so he could go to rehab. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Patrick is so dumb all the time? Well, it's because Patrick suffers from Down syndrome. His parents loved him but couldn't handle the pain of raising him, so they kicked him out when he was only a child. Patrick became homeless, which is why he lives under a rock. Patrick's parents told SpongeBob to take care of him, and they became best friends ever since. I'm sorry, guys. This is the scary game of Bloody Mary. According to the legend, you have to stand in front of your bathroom mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times in a row. The story says this will summon her ghost. If you see her ghostly face in the mirror, you can have one of the following consequences. Your eyes could be ripped out and your face could be horribly scarred. You could be found dead with claw marks all over your face and body. You could disappear mysteriously from your bathroom and end up trapped in the mirror with the ghost for eternity. This is the creepy story of Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer was once a normal boy named Jeff. He had just moved to a new town with his family. One night, a few neighborhood bullies attacked him at an outdoor party. Jeff's face ended up getting severely burned. He was immediately rushed to the hospital. A couple days later, when his bandages came off, his face was horribly deformed. He loved it, he said. It was perfect for his brand new personality. Jeff decided he loved his new face so much that he didn't want to stop looking at it. He didn't even want to blink, so he burned his eyelids off. He never wanted to stop smiling, so he gave himself a permanent smile. That same night, Jeff murdered his family. Now he runs around killing people in their sleep with a knife. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Peter Pan was a crazy psychopath that trapped little kids in Neverland. He killed them before they grew up, which is why they could never leave as adults. Captain Hook was one of the Lost Boys that escaped Neverland, which explains why Peter Pan attacked Captain Hook and fed his arm to the crocodile, which means the whole time Peter Pan was the bad guy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Charlie Brown has little to no hair? Or why his life seems like such a disaster sometimes? Well, it turns out Charlie Brown is dying of cancer. Charlie lays in his hospital bed dreaming up his experiences. Every single episode is just one of Charlie's dreams. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered why Timmy is so sad all the time? Well, it's because Timmy has severe depression. Cosmo and Wanda symbolize the 2 antidepressants he takes, which means Cosmo and Wanda are just a figment of Timmy's imagination. Timmy came up with the fairies to help him cope with his severe depression. Sorry, guys. This is the creepy story of the Candlejack. The Candlejack is a real spirit that still exists to this day. He wears dark clothing and has never shown his face. Whoever says his name becomes the property of the spirit. Anyone who has seen this spirit has gone insane and was later found with their eyes missing. This spirit is very real, and if you ever say his name, he will come after you. This is the creepy story of Lisa. There was a little girl who had an imaginary friend named Lisa. The girl loved to draw and frequently made crude drawings. The girl was so obsessed with Lisa that she even brought her to school for show and tell. The girl's teacher couldn't see Lisa, so she got angry. The next day, the girl's teacher didn't make it to school, and she never came back. Lisa's father got angry with her and told her that Lisa was stupid and fake. Shortly after, her father disappeared. Her mother noticed a drawing saying her teacher and her father are sleeping under the sandbox and will never come back. Each drawing was 100% real, and her father and teacher are still missing to this day. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Did you ever wonder why Sven is so attached to Kristoff? Or did you ever notice how Kristoff is wearing a reindeer pelt? Well, it turns out Kristoff is wearing the reindeer pelt of Sven's mother. Sven is so attached to Kristoff because the scent of him reminds him of his dead mother. I'm gonna ruin your childhood. Have you ever wondered how Mr. Krabs could have a whale daughter? Or why she always calls him daddy and asks him for money? This is because Mr. Krabs isn't Pearl's real dad. He's actually her sugar daddy. Warning, this story can cause nightmares. So there is a boy who suffered from terrible bad dreams. He told his parents that if he fell asleep, the thing in his dreams was gonna get him. He tried staying awake for as long as he could, until one night, he finally fell asleep. His parents heard screams coming from his room. By the time they got there, it was too late. The little boy died in the middle of his nightmare.
Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus!
Cat with the gat. Boo. Said the cat with the gat, give me all your shit or you all getting clapped. He left in a hurry while smoking some gas. Only thing he left was a SoundCloud. That shit was
I show up to all of her family events cause her mama still love me. And she got a new nigga, so when I pull up, he be looking so jelly. If I'm really on tip, I might even show up with one of her buddies. As soon as she come up and hug me, I look and I say, bitch, what? She tell her
Friends. We're just friends, so don't go look at me with that look in your eye. Oh my God.